Well, certainly in terms of the most pointed aspect of that, and probably is one of the definitive reference points for or in the brand's history, is the association with Michael Caine and his character Harry Palmer, which he played 3 times in the Len Deighton films, The Ipcress File, Funeral in Berlin, and The $1 Billion Brain.
Yeah.
And you'll know The Ipcress File actually won a BAFTA award for best film when it came out. And if any of your audience haven't yet seen The Ipcress File, then I would absolutely suggest they watch it, and probably watch it before they watch the remake that was recently made. And it'd be very interesting to see how they think they compare. But Michael's character of Harry Palmer has become entrenched in British popular culture, and the image of Michael wearing the optical frames in the dark tortoise shell is one of the most enduring images of British cinematic history, for sure, I think.
Agreed.
And so we're very fortunate to have a poster boy of that ilk within our repertoire.
So Michael Caine is kind of, like you say, not only the poster boy for the 60s, but for wearing especially Curry and Paxton glasses. I mean, do we know if that was a conscious choice by him? Was it a favored brand that he went to in his personal life as well?
Yeah, it was. The story around his appropriation of the frame is a very interesting one, because Michael would have been aware of Sean Connery's association with the Bond character, and I think it's well noted that those people that are and since have been associated with the Bond character are often concerned about it becoming a definitive part of their persona, and how are they able to differentiate after that. And this story I've been told is that the reason why Michael wanted to wear glasses was so that it differentiated his Harry Palmer character from Michael Caine.
Right.
So there was a thought originally that the reason why he wore glasses because he wanted to differentiate from James Bond, Sean Connery's Bond, because Connery didn't wear optical frames. So Michael wanted to create clear differentiation in both the character between Bond, but actually his main primary motivation was to create differentiation between himself and the Harry Palmer character. He was apparently short-sighted, so he needed them anyway.
Right.
But I think it was a masterstroke on his part to apply that particular piece of kit to his character, because it became a defining aspect of who the Harry Palmer character is. And at the time, I think the reason why it was Evan frames, because post-war, Curry and Paxton was probably the first optical brand to produce affordable eyewear. And it partnered with, in 1948, after the launch of the National Health Service, it was the first optical business to partner with the National Health Service. It was awarded 13 contracts with hospitals to provide frames, as I understand it, free of charge originally, and then affordable. And so it would have been very much in their field of vision, I think. And of course, ultimately, fitted the character particularly well, that heavy set, dark frame, particularly so on Michael's face, because Michael, I think, had a fairly large head, and the frame's quite wide. It's 146 mil wide, so you need a broad face for it to really work on you. And it seemed to suit both him and his persona particularly well.
Have you reached out to Michael Caine's people at all? Maybe offered them a pair of glasses and just go, we don't want anything from you, but here's just something from us to you. I hope you enjoy them.
No, we have had some contact with them. In the early days when we first launched the business, there was a conversation with them. They were looking to, I think there was an anniversary of some kind. It might have been at the Italian job, actually.
50 years.
Not sure how many years.
Yeah.
But they approached us about producing some product specifically for the event, a collaboration of sorts. But we said, well, absolutely, we're very happy to get involved. Unfortunately, they approached us about 2 weeks before the event, and the development lead time on eyewear is somewhat longer than that. So it would have been difficult to create something that was purely for the event. And unfortunately, the estate were a little demanding in terms of what they were expecting back from us in terms of remuneration. So we very politely said, thank you, we'd have loved to, but no, thank you.
Maybe next time, maybe for the 60th.
Absolutely, yes, sure.